Hey girlfriends, how are you? Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk to you in regards to something that I experienced this weekend, and I wasn't planning on sharing it with anyone. I was driving home this morning from work and I said, you know what? I think it affects all of us, and sometimes we just have to bring awareness to certain things. Sometimes we just have to put certain things out in the open because we never know who we will inspire, who it will touch, who might need to hear certain things at a certain time. So, yeah, this weekend I went to the grocery store, and as I was walking down the aisle, I saw a young lady. I think she was probably trying to get something off one of the shelves. I don't know what she was looking for, but as I was walking towards her, I noticed her hair, I noticed the color, and if you guys are on my Instagram, you will know that I have been getting the itch to color my hair. And I decided that I'm going to wait until around December, which will be my 1 year anniversary. And I am in love with the Shea Moisture Auburn, bright auburn, or anything around that color. Her hair was that color. It was long, about bra strap length, and it was layered. And I'm walking towards her and I'm looking at her hair and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. The cut is nice. I love the color, and her hair is really long and nice. And as I got closer to her, she kind of turned around and I was like, hi, good morning. We made, face um, contact. I said, good morning. She said, good morning. And I was like, your hair is beautiful. And she was like, thank you. And I just, paid her a compliment and I just kept it moving. I continued my shopping, and I don't know how long after that. I was standing over where we have like the fruits and onions and all that other stuff. And someone said, excuse me. And I turned around and it was the same young lady. And I was like, hi, looking at her like, okay. And she was like, I just wanted to say thank you. And I was like, thank you for what? And she said, for the compliment this morning. She said that was really nice and I needed to hear that. And I was like, oh, it's nothing. I was like, I mean, I like to get compliments, and if I see something nice or someone nice, I usually say something nice. And she was like, no, I'm serious. She was like, I really, really appreciate it. You really made my morning. And I was like, well, you're welcome, and I'm standing there, we're looking at each other like, and she said to me, she looked at my hair and she's like, are you natural? And I said, yes. I said, I've been natural, fully natural for about 9 months. And she was like, okay, your hair is very nice. I was like, thank you. I wasn't sure where this was going. So we had like the awkward look, and she's looking at me and I'm looking at her. And she said, I don't mean to scare you or whatever, but she said, it's kind of weird it's kind of weird to her for a natural person, someone who's natural, to pay her a compliment. And I said, why would that be weird? I said, aren't we all human? Aren't we all the same? I said, why would you consider that weird? And she said to me, you have no idea what I'm going through and what I'm facing. And all the time I'm like looking at her hair like, what could you be facing? And in my mind I'm like, okay, is that not her hair? You're thinking the worst thing. Is that a wig? Does she have some kind of illness? And, all these thoughts are going through my mind. And she said, you know, I've lost a lot of my friends because of everyone going natural. And I said, why would that make you lose your friends? And she looked at me and she was like, you have no idea what you've done this morning. You've given me a boost of confidence, and I know that I'm going to make it. And honestly, I didn't know what I've done. I've just paid this lady a compliment. I didn't know that it would have turned around. I didn't know what to expect, you guys. And she said to me, I've lost a lot of my friends, a lot of coworkers, a lot of personal friends because of everyone going natural. She said, this natural thing. And I said, well, if people choose to go natural or people choose to remain relaxed, I think that's their personal decision. Why would you lose friends for something like that? And she said on her job, she said she was cool with her coworkers. She had a lot of friends who she said they hung out like almost every weekend. They would go on vacation together. These are people she said that she was very close to. And she said, over the years or months or whatever, everyone who weren't natural, those who were still relaxed, she said, they started transitioning out their hair, and quite a few of them have already big chopped, and she said she feels like an outsider. She said they make her feel like an outsider. By this time, I'm standing there looking at this lady like, okay, this is really, really serious. For her to come back to talk to me about this and just open up like this, someone I've never met, to me, it just goes to show that you never know. A hug, a smile, a good morning, a good afternoon, a kind gesture will make a big difference in someone's life. And she said that her coworkers make her feel like an outcast. She said on a regular day, all she hears about is natural hair, what kind of products they're going to use, what's on sale, different hairstyles, different meetups. All she hear about is natural hair. Now she said, so I said to her, I said, well, do you have a problem with natural hair? And she said, no. She said, I have 2 family members that have been natural for years. She said, what I don't understand is why am I being outcasted because I'm relaxed and they're natural. She said the worst part about it is not that they make her feel like an outcast is one thing. She said the worst part of it is the everyday constant pressure for her to transition her hair out to natural. She said she have expressed herself several times to them that she's not interested in transitioning her hair to natural. And she said they still don't get it. Every day, almost every day, is somebody else, showing her natural hairstyle, telling her about natural hair products, introducing her to natural hair community, and she is just not interested. And I'm standing there and I'm listening to this lady like, I can't believe it. Like, when did we get to this place in our lives? Like, when did we arrive at this spot where we feel that we have to separate ourselves and we have to turn our backs on those who have make a personal decision that they don't want to transition out their hair? Like, how dare you? How dare you? We were born natural, and for the most part, most of us, all we remember is getting a relaxer. All we remember is getting that hot comb run through your hair every weekend. So when did we arrive at the point where we feel that it is okay to pressure someone or to belittle someone because they decide that they don't want to transition out their hair? I'm standing there looking at this young lady and I'm like, this is really, really serious. And you could see the look on her face that she was really hurting, like she just didn't understand. And I apologize. I said, I am sorry that you have to experience this. I'm sorry that that you have people around you who you were friends with, very close with, went on vacation with, that all of a sudden, because you decide that you don't want to transition out your hair or you don't want to, be a part of the natural hair community, that all of a sudden that you can no longer be friends with them. It blew my mind. Like, I've heard a lot of things on YouTube. I've seen a lot of things on my Instagram and just different things. I had no idea when I was relaxed that this was going on until I decided to transition, and it was a whole new world. We sat, we stood there and we talked for a little bit more, and I just try to encourage her and let her know that, you know, don't allow anything or anyone under this sun to ever make her feel like she is not a person, that she's not beautiful, that she's not acceptable. You understand what I'm saying? I had to let her know that she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful young woman. And whether she is relaxed or whether she's natural, whether she decided to dye her hair, color her hair, wear it dread, whatever decision she make, it's her personal decision. And she shouldn't allow pressure, to define who she is, or to make her do something that she doesn't want to do. I could see and I understand the whole being on the job and co-workers and segregation and separation, the little clique here and the little group here, and they don't talk to you in 1 minute. Believe me, it's on everybody's job. And who talk about who and who key, it's on everybody's job. And it's in the family, it's at church, it's everywhere you go. But you just have to know as a person that you just have to know who you are. You just have to know who you are, what your beliefs are, what you will accept, what you won't accept. And you just have to stand on those grounds. Like, you don't allow anyone or anything to make you do something that you don't want to do. Transitioning your hair out to natural, that is a big step. It's not you wake up tomorrow morning and bam. It is a process. It is a process that affects you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It affects every part of your being, and it's something that you have to be prepared for. It's something that you have to be ready for. When you big chop, it's a whole new world. Again, it's a new journey. It's a beginning of a new journey, and that's something that you have to be ready for. So for us as naturals now, for us to think that we have arrived at a certain location or destination, or we're so big and mighty now. I mean, I don't understand that concept. I don't understand the whole your hair is better than mine, and oh my God, it is so annoying. It is so frustrating. I don't get it. I don't get this whole hair type. This, to me, it's just ridiculous. And one thing I have to say is that we have to be better as a group. We have to be better as individuals, because it starts with ourselves. We have to be better as individuals, and we have to be better as a group and as a community. Being in the natural hair community, we are no different from the relaxed young ladies. We were all relaxed at one point in our lives. So I don't understand the whole thing that now that you figure out that, oh, your natural hair is much thicker, it's much longer, it's quote unquote much healthier because you're not putting chemicals in your hair, but that still does not give you the right to belittle someone. It still does not give you the right to bully someone. It still doesn't give you the right to make someone else feel as if they're inadequate because they won't join your community. We are all our own individual person. We make our own decision. So I want us to get it together as an individual, as a group, as a community, and just show each other love, like sisters, like seriously, like, we just tear each other down so bad. We tear each other down every day by the things that we say, the things we do, our action, the things we don't say. We hurt each other and we have no idea what we are doing. This young lady, I don't even think she's 30 years old yet. She looked like she's in her early 20s. And, maybe she looked at me as someone who's older. I don't know. But I could tell we stood there for about 20 minutes and talked. And after that, I gave her a hug. She hugged me. We exchanged information, social media information. And you could tell that when we hugged each other, something was lifted off this lady. I mean, this is someone that I just randomly paid a compliment to in the grocery store. I had no idea what this lady was going through. No idea that your hair is beautiful would have turned into her just wanting to talk, wanting to just empty her soul because of the things that she's been facing. That's really disgusting. That's disgusting. That's hurtful. That's selfish. It really, really makes me, it make me feel bad. It make me feel bad to know that I'm a part of a community that wants to be divided, want to be separated, that don't want to be a part of something else. That it makes me feel bad, really. It makes me feel bad just knowing that I'm a part of a community that don't believe in love, that don't believe in uplifting, encouraging each other, building each other, complimenting each other. How could you sit there and tell somebody, and not be friends with someone, not talk to them, not socialize with them? They didn't sleep with your husband. They didn't try to break up your happy home. They didn't try to get you fired. They're not messing with your kids. We talking about the hair that grow out of your scalp. We talking about the hair that grow out of your scalp that you decide that you no longer, you want to keep relaxed, that you want to keep flat ironing or put color in your hair. We talking about your hair that you decided you want to transition out. This is personal. And I never in my life figured I would have done a rant video, but I think this one, I needed to talk. I needed to, I have a supervisor that I work with, and he is also, he have his degree in Christian counseling. And one day we were talking, and he said to me that you have to understand that when someone speaks to you, when someone bring their problem to you, or when someone talk to you, and it's their way of downloading their burden, their trouble. Like this young lady the other morning, she was going through a lot, and she needed to talk. She needed to just talk, just vent, just get that stuff off her chest. But in turn, what she's done is that she downloaded that stuff onto me, into my spirit, and it has affected me. So in what I'm doing is downloading it onto my channel, and hopefully it doesn't affect anyone else. I don't know if it will be a chain reaction, but hopefully it will bring positive awareness. It will just bring awareness to our community. And, for us to learn as a people, as a person, as individual, as a group, as a whole, as women, to uplift, to love, and to support and encourage each other. Because hey, we're all here. We all live in this world. We all breathe the same air. We come in contact with each other almost every day. And, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. Your hair is no better than mine. Mine is no better than yours. I would never in a million years and beyond force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. Whether it's with their hair, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to their hair stuff, I don't play. If someone comes to me and they ask me questions and I can answer their question, I answer. If they need help with anything else, I will help them, whether you are relaxed or natural. Don't forget where you came from. Don't turn your back where you came from. Don't burn your bridges. Remember where you came from, honey. Remember. We haven't even crossed over yet. And we done forgot. What? Help each other up. Brush the dust off a sister knee. Help her up. Wipe her tears. Give her a hug. Give her a smile. Come on, man. It ain't that serious. It's not that serious. It's really not. Hey, that's all I got to say, man. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys on the next channel. I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. We got to do better. That's all I got to say.